Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti and you can find my information in the description box below. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the channeled messages I got regarding this 11/11 activation portal date. So take what resonates and leave the rest. A lot of times when we get these channeled messages, they sometimes don't make sense. Like when they come through, they're kind of all over the place, but I'm just going to read them as I got them, and I will give you my take on the messages. So the first one that came through, obviously, is the ascension symptoms have spiked. We all have been feeling this over the past couple of months, but when we get closer to these activation dates, they increase. So particularly physical ascension symptoms like headaches, shoulder aches, back aches, pains in the knees, the ankles, the wrists, the fingers. These are all places that hold on to emotion. Remember that when it comes to the emotional body, that energy takes the path of release resistance. So we could be feeling the healing that's coming in, because remember, it has to hurt to heal. So if we're having any pains or any uncomfortable physical sensations, it's healing energy coming in, and it's not always fun, but it's a necessary part of the process. The next message I got was in regards to the number synchronicities, which again are always heightened as we get closer to these energy dates and during the energy dates. So we've definitely been seeing 11/11, 12/12. Other numbers that have been showing up are 113, 69, 58, and 513. We know 12/12 is a significant number when it comes to ascension. When this number sequence shows up, that means your angels, your spirit team, they're working behind the scenes for you. Your prayers have been heard and they're being answered, and we can expect miraculous solutions to appear as we need them. 113 is a karmic upheaval number. So this number shows up typically when you're right in the middle of some sort of upheaval. Maybe your relationship is coming to a head, or some kind of circumstance that has to end, that has to crumble before you can accept and allow in new energies. 69 is also a karmic number, but this is about an upgrade in your life. So this is a very practical number, meaning that you need to do some decluttering, some detoxing on any level, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. But this is, again, a practical number. So this is an action number. And whatever comes to your mind when you see this number, that's the area of your life that needs an upgrade. 58 is a number that shows up when your finances are going to be improving. Again, this is a miraculous situation. So whenever you see angel number 58, if you can remember to affirm that you're a money magnet, that money comes to you easily and effortlessly through expected and unexpected sources, that's a good way to kind of harness the energy of that number and keep it in your field so that you can attract the money, the abundance that you need. 58 doesn't only refer to financial abundance. This is any type of prosperity increase coming into your life. Relationships, possessions, however you see abundance, but be open to other forms of it as well. I've been getting a lot of messages about sensitive children. I've mentioned this in other videos. A lot of you know that my son is on the autism spectrum. But I've noticed with him and some of the other children that are special needs that we're around, whenever we're close to these energetic portal dates or full moons and new moons, especially super moons, the children tend to be very active. They have a lot of activity going on at night in their dream state. You might notice that they're restless. There might be an increase in night terrors, appetite changes, mood swings. So a little bit more patience is required. I've been getting a lot of images during my meditation of volcanoes, tornadoes, turtles, dogs, and gray parrots. So I'm going to go through this symbolism. When it comes to tornadoes and volcanoes, any type of storm images typically are connected to emotions. And if you are also getting these visuals or just impressions of storm energy, that could be an indicator that there are people around you that are emotionally imbalanced. There's a lot of seething anger, frustration, irritation just below the surface, or perhaps you're around people that don't seem to have control over their lives right now. And that's a lot of people. This could even be you. It all depends on how this symbolism shows up for you. But I've been seeing these tornadoes around me in my visualization, and I feel like I'm being protected. So even though there's a lot of chaos and craziness going on around you, around me, know that we are divinely protected and guided because we, number one, chose to be here at this time. And it's a part of our mission to clear these energies, to help with these energies surfacing so that they can be healed. When it comes to turtles and gray parrots and dogs, you know, in our waking reality, we think of these animals as pleasant, as nice. They're not necessarily repulsive. However, when it comes to the etheric realm, these particular spirit animals can take on different meanings. So if you're seeing gray parrots or just intuitively feeling them in your field, that could indicate that you are either getting ready to repeat a cycle that you need to heal, that you need to clear, or there's somebody in your field that is gossiping. There's somebody in your energy that is speaking negatively about you. And remember, gray parrots are very smart. So they may be telling you one thing, but they're repeating your business or telling your business or gossiping about you. Turtles indicate that there's somebody in your field slowing you down. Somebody's in your space that wants to keep you from moving faster than them. Turtles also represent people staying in their comfort zone, wanting to stay in their shell, not really wanting to try anything new. Dogs are very interesting because their energy is neutral. Sometimes when I see dogs, it's good energy. It means loyalty, trust. Sometimes when I see a dog, it could indicate that the person that you're dealing with is only loyal to you because you're feeding them. So think of a stray dog. When you feed a stray dog, he'll keep coming back, right? Even if he has an owner that you don't know about, if that owner's not feeding him, but you are, he's going to come to your house. So when it comes to people, think about that in terms of your energy and who you're allowing to connect to you. Are they just feeding off of you, but not really loyal to you? So this next message, I'm going to speak in code. The selection is not over yet. Nothing is final until January, so it will be helpful for all of us to stay detached from any particular outcomes. I'll just leave that as it is, and you interpret that as you like. Another message I got was about Saturn. Saturn is giving us one last push this year. And we can see this with the lockdowns slowly returning in different sectors of the world. Another message I got was about very important relationships are at a crossroads right now. And deep down, we know what we need to do. As light workers, as way showers, we need to be willing to do whatever is necessary for us to live our purpose, to step onto our life path. Whatever righteous means necessary. Another message I got was about trauma bonds. Trauma bonds are similar to what we call samsaras in yoga. And it's like a groove. So if you were to visualize a door, like one of those old school doors that has a metal prong at the bottom, when you open that door, that prong kind of sticks into a hole in the ground to keep the door open. Well, after years and years of opening and closing that door, that little prong at the bottom is going to start to create a groove in the floor. So whether or not that door is opened or closed, that groove is still there. So that's kind of what a samsara is. It's like an impression. So trauma bonds essentially are samsaras, automatic responses. So if you find yourself having the urge to reach out to somebody that you cut off, it's a trauma response. It's a trauma bond. It's something that you're accustomed to doing. It's energy that you're accustomed to, even if it was painful. So we have to be willing to be uncomfortable and repent, which basically means moving in another direction. So if you're accustomed to reaching out, I miss this person, maybe we can talk it out, maybe they'll change. Stop. Assess where you are emotionally, mentally, and then decide if that's the right thing to do. 9 times out of 10, it is not. Another message that I got was that when it comes to these trauma bonds, remember that some of these people hurt you deliberately, purposely, to prevent you from moving forward for their own selfish reasons. So remember that before you decide to reach out. People do change, but it's very, very hard to do, and usually they have to be forced to do it. Think about all the positive changes you've had to make in your life and how much work you had to put into it. Now, the changes begin the second that you realize you need to make the change, but the process of change takes time, and we can't do it for people. So make those adjustments in your own life. Use your energy to change your life. The last message I got was to continue to keep up with your resources. Keep stocked up as best you can, like pantry items, toiletries, etc. And utilize more online services like Amazon Prime or Instacart if possible, because people are actively seeking out ways right now to discharge this anger and pent up emotion. If you're a light worker or wayshower, you could be an easy target. Keep in mind that most people are still not aware of how subtle energies affect them. So as the sovereign light worker, wayshower that you are, practice extreme self-care, rise above the negativity, be willing to do your own shadow work, and be willing to do what's necessary to align you with your purpose. All right? Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.